Chapter 4. Her mind screamed at her to move, to do something, but her body refused to obey. The figure, now fully out of the water, started advancing towards the cabin with slow, deliberate steps. It was coming for her. Finally breaking free from her paralysis, Sarah stumbled back from the window. She grabbed her phone, only to find there was still no signal. She cursed under her breath, her heart hammering in her chest. What was she supposed to do? Run? Hide? There was nowhere to go. Nowhere to hide in this tiny cabin. The heavy footsteps echoed on the wooden porch, followed by a low creak as the figure pressed against the door. Sarah could hear the wood groaning under the pressure, the old door rattling on its hinges. In a moment of blind terror, she ran to the kitchen and grabbed the largest knife she could find. The door burst open with a splintering crash, and Sarah barely had time to react before the figure stepped inside. Now, in the dim light of the cabin, she could see it clearly. The figure was not human, or at least, not anymore. Its skin was pale and bloated, patches of decayed flesh hanging from its bones. The hair, matted with mud and algae, hung over its face, obscuring its features. A rancid, nauseating smell filled the room as it moved toward her. Sarah screamed, brandishing the knife in front of her, but the figure was relentless. It lunged at her with inhuman strength, knocking the knife from her hand and sending her crashing to the floor. Desperately, she tried to crawl away, but the figure grabbed her by the ankle and dragged her back. She kicked and screamed, trying to free herself, but its grip was unbreakable. The figure loomed over her, its cold, dead eyes locking onto hers. It reached out again, this time grabbing her by the throat. Sarah gasped for breath, her vision blurring as she struggled against the icy grip. As the darkness closed in, she realized with a sickening clarity that there would be no escape.